Hello, my name is Mitanshi Gupta. In this video, I am going to explain you a topic and a few question answers that is related to the subject, the Unix operating system.
So the topic is further help with man-k, apropos and whatis command. Now, first of all, you must know what actually operating system is, what function it does. So an operating system is the software that manages the computer hardware and provides a convenient and safe environment for running programs. Here hardware includes printer, monitor, etc. It means that it acts as an interface between programs and hardware resources that this program accesses, like memory, hard disk, and printer. It is loaded into memory when the computer is booted and remains active as long as the machine is up. Now coming to the Unix operating system. What is Unix operating system? How does it work? So Unix operating system is a giant operating system like DOS and Windows and is way ahead of them in sheer power. It has practically everything an operating system should have and several other features which operating system never had. The division of Unix mainly contains the kernel and the shell. Now, what is the functions of kernel? So the kernel is the core of an operating system, that is a collection of routines mostly written in the C language, which is a high level language. It is loaded into memory when the system is booted and communicates directly with the hardware. Now that's all about kernel. Now coming to the shell. Shell is the outer part of the operating system and is used as a command interpreter. Its job is to translate commands into action. Now coming to the topic, first topic is man-k command. What man-k command actually does? It generally searches a summary database and prints a one-line description of the command. For more clearance, the POSIX specification requires man to support only one option, that is -k. When it is used with this option, man searches a summary database and prints a one-line description of the command. For example, if we are using man-k command with awk, then what result it gives? It gives this result. So main locates its argument from the name line of all main pages, and awk is the newer version of awk that is generally found on all modern Unix systems. Once you know that awk is a processing language, you can use man awk to view its detailed documentation. Now coming to the second topic, that is apropos command. When we use apropos command with FTP, that is file transfer protocol, it gives the following result. Now apropos lists the commands and file associated with FTP, which is file transfer protocol, or the protocol used to transfer files between two machines connected in a network. There are two commands here, FTP and NFTPD. As you can see in this itself, they cooperate with each other for effecting file transfer. There are also two text files, that is FTP users and netrc, that you can actually see on this. They are logged up by these commands for authenticating users. Now coming to the third topic, that is whatis command. The whatis command is available on many Unix systems. Man uses the -f option to emulate what is behavior. The command lists one-liners for a command. What is command? As the name suggests, that it will shows the actual behavior of the command that you are passing with what is itself. That here in this example, you can see that what is passed with cp. cp is used for copying the files. So what is command is a command that shows that the cp is used to copying a file. Now moving to the question and answer part. It is based on the topic basic file attributes. You must have the knowledge of the topic so that you can easily understand the question and answer part. The Unix file system lets user access other file not belonging to them and without infringing on security. A file also has a number of attributes or the properties that are stored in the inode. We will use ls-l command with additional option to display these attributes. In this, mainly consider the two basic attributes, that are permission and ownership, both of which are changeable by well-defined rules. So here are some important points that are based on the topic basic file attributes. So the first point is you can interpret the significance of the 7 fields of the ls minus l output. You can obtain the listing of a specific directory. Ownership and group ownership is so important to a file and they can affect the security. The significance of 9 permission of a file as applied to different categories of user. We can use chmod to change all file permission in a relative and absolute manner. We can use chown and chgroup to change the owner and group owner of files on the BSD and AT&T systems. Now coming to the question and answers, it is based on the same topic, that is basic file attributes. The first question is, which important file attribute changes when you copy a file from another user's home directory? So it must be the owner of file that changes when you copy a file from another user's home directory. So here the answer is the owner of the file. Now the second question is, copy a file with permissions 444, copy it again and explain your observation. So we know that we can copy one file at a time. We cannot copy files subsequently. So here the answer is you can copy once but not subsequently because the copy is now write protected. Now moving to the third questions, try creating a directory in the system directories bin and temp. What do you notice and why does that happen? We know that temp is having the permissions to read, write and execute for users, groups and other, but bin give the permission of read, write and execute to users only. It doesn't give this permission to group and others. So the answer is you can create a directory in temp but not in bin. Group and others can't write in bin but they can write in temp. Now the fourth question is, if the owner doesn't have write permission on a file but her group has, can she edit it? So the answer is no, because owner permission is must. So the answer here is no, she can't, because the owner's permission override her groups. Now the last question is, how is chown different from chgroup on a BSD based system when it comes to re-announcing ownership? We know that the command chown is used to change the owner of the file and chgroup is used to change the group. So here the answer is, on a BSD based system, only the super user can use chown command to change the owner of a file. However, a user can change her group with chgroup command but only to one to which he or she also belongs. So here is the wear up of the chapter basic file attributes so that you might understand it more clearly. So the first point is the ls-l command lists 7 file attributes and the output is often called the listing. ls-ld is used with the directory name lists directory attributes. Now coming to the second point, a file can have more than one link, that is more than one name, without having multiple copies on disk. Now coming to third, a file have an owner, usually the name of the user, which is UID, who creates the file. A file is also owned by the user GID, by default the group to which the user belongs. Both UID and GID is maintained in directory etc password. Apart from the super user, it's only the owner who can change all file attributes. Now moving to the fourth point, it is the file size displayed by listing is not the actual space the file occupies on disk but the number of bytes it contains. The fifth point is a file can have read, write and execute permission, which is denoted by R, W and X, and there are 3 sets of such permissions for the user, group and others. Now coming to the next point, which is a file's owner uses chmod to alter file permission. The permissions can be relative when used with plus or minus symbols or absolute when used with octal numbers. The octal digit 7 includes read, which is 4, write, which is 2 and execute permissions, which is 1 bits. For security reason, A regular file shouldn't normally have write permission for group and others. A file's SS rights are also influenced by the permission of its directory, which usually has read and execute permission for all. Now, moving to the next point, which is chown and chgroup commands are used to transfer ownership and group ownership respectively. They can be used by the owner of the file on AT and T systems. On BSD system, chown can be used only by the super user, and a user can use chgroup to change her group to another to which he or she also belongs. So that's it for now. Hope you like this video. Thank you.